Hey, what's up guys? Alright, what's up? Bertimus here. Okay, so yesterday I went to this talk by an actress named Michael Hyatt. You might know her from The Wire, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. And she was in Kingston because she has some Jamaican heritage, even though she was born in England. And she was talking about like her journey and all this kind of stuff. Here's a quick clip of Michael talking to another local actress here.
Introducing and basically just, here to nudge you now and then if you feel you need a nudge when you share your journey.
So the event was supposed to start at 4 p.m. It ended up starting late, like 4:30, 4:40, and I had a 5:30 appointment, so I was only able to get maybe like half an hour or so of her talk, but so much of what she said to me hit home. She talked about as an artist having your calling and following it. And this reminds me of when I was in Japan, and for 1 year I lived in this small town called Hamamatsu, and I remember it's one of the most isolating experiences of my life. And every single day when I was in those classrooms, I would sometimes go to the roof of the school and look out on the horizon, and I'd be like, there's something else out there for me. There's something I'm supposed to be doing. There's some kind of calling. I'm not really supposed to be sitting in this class teaching these kids. Even though I was enjoying it, I just felt like there's something else. And a year later, when I was deciding if I was going to stay in Japan or go, do something else, I decided to move to Tokyo. And I had nowhere to stay when I went to Tokyo. I just, said to Virgin, I'm coming to Tokyo. I stayed by his place for a couple of days, ended up finding a place. I'd saved up for a couple of months, and I actually outlined a lot of this fictionally in my book, Naked as a Day. Bing! But, hearing Michael talk about her journey kind of reminded me that, when you listen to the calling and you don't know exactly how you're gonna get what you want to get, you should still try and follow it. Because she said that a lot in her speech. She said that, there are various times she didn't know if she wanted to continue acting, but she kept hearing the call, and then things would happen and little alignments would come to her, and she'd like take baby steps, and eventually now, she's active with like Colin Farrell and Jake Gyllenhaal and all these like big wigs. But it makes me think about my journey, and the whole time I was like nodding, even though I wasn't there very long. I got a lot from it. So I said to myself, wow, I feel this, because even with my Bangkok thing or the Tokyo thing or various things I've attempted over the years, a lot of it comes from a feeling that there's more that you are able to do. And Michael actually said something very important in the speech, where she said she was somewhere, I can't remember where exactly, and she said that in that moment she knew that she was worth way more than that situation. And that's happened to me. I've been in situations where I felt that feeling, but there's one situation, I think last year, where I was on a shoot, and I'm there, like fly on the wall, taking pictures and just kind of being quiet in the background. And I'm like, this is not me. I'm not quiet and in the background. I have way more to like contribute to people and art and just my life. And that's when I knew I couldn't do that kind of thing in that way for much longer. I'm still doing that kind of stuff, like, you have to hustle. But I mean, I just knew that there was something else I could be doing, something greater and something more, like just bigger. And then, I think that was last year. Flash forward to Bangkok and all these kind of things. Power of the mind is interesting. I'm gonna talk about this stuff more, but I didn't really get to shoot that much of Michael's talk because there's some conflict with, it doesn't really matter, but here's a little bit of her talking, and until the next day, I'll catch you. Bertimus World continues.
But what I'm saying is, there was just this vibration of yes, and everybody fed off of each other. They brought their skills, their passion, their not having any example of what is going to happen, but just knowing that something needed to happen. And we had the art, we had the talent to make it happen. And that is what we have then. And I believe that is what we are developing now. And I'm not saying that it hasn't been there, but I feel that there is some kind of magnet, there is some kind of vibration that is happening that is bringing all of you all together. I was talking with Justine about JAFTA. What a wonderful opportunity for artists in the film and television industry to recognize each other and appreciate each other and bring all of your skills together to create Jamaican productions. Instead of looking always at America or at England or at wherever and seeing the greatness of what they do, but living in that greatness within yourselves. That is what I find so beautiful. And it has always been my desire, because this is where my art began, to bring it back here in some way, to communicate, be a part of the art in this country, and to share whatever it is I have with whomever is interested in listening, because this is where it all started for me.